Hey guys, I'm putting this out here real quick as just a quick little video and saying that I have some bad news relating to my family and all that. I just got news 20 minutes ago that my uncle just passed away, and I'm completely blown away. And the YouTube videos are I'm gonna keep posting, I'm not gonna take a break or whatnot because I've done that too many times. I just I'm upset because he died from cancer in a month, and there was nothing he could do. You know, his name was Joe, and he was the one that would let us go to Wildwood for a week for free every single year in the summer. And now that he's gone, that can't happen anymore, and that kind of ruins my childhood a little because every year for the past 16 years, for the every year that I've been alive, we've gone to Wildwood and in the same house, for the same amount of time. And now that he's gone, that can't happen anymore. Um, I mean, we can go to Wildwood. We can pay to stay somewhere for a week or stuff like that. But I mean, it's not going to be the same. So I don't think it'll happen anymore. Um, I've just been blown away, I don't want to cry on camera, but if I do, you know why. I've just it's been hard, cuz I got the news that he was, infected with cancer, and then a month later, not even, he's gone. So, the funeral is next week, and I just God, man. My my aunt just died um like 4 months ago, and now my uncle just died. So, shit's been all over the place. And I live with my grandma and my dad. My mom is. She's never been in good condition. She's had a brain aneurysm. She's blind in one eye. She can barely walk, She lives alone in Brigantine, and I live here happily in EHT. And I mean, there, my mom can't drive. She can barely go anywhere because her immune system is bad. There's so much wrong with her, and I don't see her, because she lives like 30 minutes away, and there's no point just to go over there for 3 hours just to see her. And I live with my grandma and I live with my dad. And my dad's the one that goes to work. He does all the shit around the house, like the cooking sometimes. And like when he's home, he does the cooking. When he needs to, he'll go and do whatever he needs to around the house, and I'll help. My grandma, she she's 83. She turned 83 in March. And um, now that my uncle and my aunt are dead, I it's every night I don't go to bed and like I'm gonna wake up. Everyone's gonna be happy. I wake up and I'm like, when is it my grandma's turn? So I've been fucked up for the past week. You know, it's just difficult. I'm sorry. I, my God, I'm so sorry. But I mean, when my mom had her brain aneurysm, I was 4 years old, and I wouldn't be in this house right now. I wouldn't be the way I am if my grandma, when my mom had my or my what? When my mom had her aneurysm, I was 4 years old, and my dad was at work at the time. My grandma was at work. She worked as a teacher. And then she went to principal and a bunch of stuff like that. She's got a decent amount of money, a lot more than you think, just for being a principal Linwood High School, which doesn't exist anymore. She went from Linwood High to Linwood College, and she's just my idol, you know? I look up to her because she is the strongest and the most caring woman I've ever known. But when my mom had her aneurysm, everyone was in work and no one could take me. So I was going to go and get taken to my sister's house, and then my sister would care for me. And then when things were better, my grandma, my dad, and everyone else would take me. And I was shifting around houses like that, you know? And my grandma just said, all right, that's enough, and took me. And I've been here for fucking 14 years. I've lived with my grandma. And my mom, every year, kind of gets pushed away further, and she doesn't mean as much to me anymore. But she's still my mom. But at this point, I think of my grandma as my mom. And just seeing my grandma, after all the bad news, just cry, you know? I've only seen my grandma cry like 5 times. Ever, like, for 14 years, I've only seen her cry 5 times. And every single time she does, I just think, you know, like, when is it her turn? You know? Or how much longer do I have? Because she always says she wants another, like, 10 years, you know? Because I'll be 26, I'll hopefully have a wife, have a car of my own, have a good job, a house, you know? I hope, you know? I don't want to be some poor scumbag that lives in a trailer park. No offense to them, you know, most of them are bad. And, like, with barely any money, and I'm not happy. I want to be happy, you know? I want to have a good life. And just thinking every night how my aunt died and my uncle just died, and I had to go to the funeral and I had to see him there, and you know, I don't believe in God. I know I know it's a very controversial subject, that there's a religion that people believe in, there's a higher up being, you know, that you're supposed to pray to and hope for. Shut up, phone. But I don't believe in that stuff. So, being the atheist that I am, going to see someone, having to pray that they're in a better place, I don't believe in that. But that being said, in my eyes, when my grandmom is finally gone, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. You know? I don't know. I'm just torn to bits right now. I have no idea how much longer I can go with the thought of my grandma every morning. You know, my grandma, when I'm at school. And when I have school, I don't get myself up. I don't cook myself breakfast. I know how, you know, I can live perfectly fine on my own right now, you know, but my grandmom insists on getting up, waking me up when she should be asleep, waking me up, getting me ready for school, telling me, you know, go brush your teeth, go take your pills for your seizures and stuff like that. And make sure you go to the bathroom so you don't have to get up during school, because I do online class. And I just, I don't know what I'll do without her, man. I don't know. And I, I just hope that she'll be alive for a lot longer than I'm thinking right now. But I'm tired of waking up or going. I'm tired of going to bed around 4 o'clock in the morning because I can't sleep, because that same goddamn thought is in my, like, the back of my head, and it's talking to me, you know, like, when is it her turn? How much longer do you have with her? Make sure you make the most of it, because you'll never know when she's gone. And I always hate waking up, because I don't want one day for her to still be in bed. I, like, throw it off, and I go back 30 minutes later to make sure she's okay, and she's just dead. You know, I don't want that. And I don't want to be the one that finds out. I don't know what I'll do. You know, I mean, I'm trying to make the most of my life, alright. I've got a YouTube channel that's doing alright. I've got a TikTok, which has blown up so many times. I've got so many friends, you know. I've just. It's not the same anymore. Because a year ago, I never thought I'd be like this. I never thought that I'd wake up one day and just, hey, you don't know how long she's gonna last and stuff like that. And I never used to be like this. It's only since Uncle Joe died that I've been just like realizing that how old you have to be to die. Like a normal way. Cancer in any way isn't a normal way. You know? Everyone's like, oh, you're supposed to die peacefully so you can go to heaven, all that. No, Uncle Joe died because of cancer, and his last words were, help me. Alright? That's not normal. And if you think that's a normal way, you are a fucking moron. Alright? I don't want to wake up one day and have my grandma tell me, oh, my other uncle died, or my brother or sister died, or my best friend fucking died in a car accident, or they commit suicide because they weren't happy, I don't want that anymore. And I know it's normal, and I know because of the age that I am, other people around me are older, and they're getting older by the second, and you don't know when they're gonna die. And that's the thing that scares me. And that's why people say make the most of it. Because if you don't, and you wake up one day, and they could be gone. And that's what I'm scared of, man. I'm scared of finding out that my mom, or my dad, who does everything around here, supplies us with food, cooking, money, treats and snacks, electricity, stuff like that. My dad does all the bullshit around the house that my grandmom and me can't do. And I don't want to wake up one day and hear that my dad died on his way to work. Or my grandma was dead, passed out overnight. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. So I'm just scared, And I know no one's gonna watch this video, and I hope someone sees it, And just, I'm alright. I need some time to think, and I'm talking like a day. I just recorded 2 Fortnite videos, and I'm gonna give them time to get up there with the rest of them, but I'm just scared, I'm not doing the same mentally that I should be. And I wouldn't be making this video if I was home alone right now. I mean, right now it's just me and my house. My grandma went shopping, and my dad went to work, so it's just me and my dog. And the funny thing is, my grandma only went to Boscov's so she can get an outfit for the funeral. Which isn't good, because that means it's a lot more serious than you think, because that was her brother. Right? Like, I don't know, man. Alright? I just wanted to put this out there, say that I'm not the same right now. I might be walking around laughing and joking, and for any one of my friends that see this, please just go up to me and hug me, or ask if I'm doing alright, because I've been hiding these emotions for so long, And this death that I have to experience and go to the funeral for, it changed me. I finally broke, And I don't know how much longer I can last. And I'm not saying this in a suicidal way. I'm not going to kill myself. I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm not going to try to hurt myself or go cut myself on purpose because I'm upset. No, I'm not that kind of person. I've done it in the past. Is that the arm? No. I've done it in the past. Right? I know what I'm doing. I'll never make that mistake ever again. I know that doing that, and if you're, say, my grandma found that, and that was one of the times she cried. And seeing her cry over me hurting myself on purpose, just to feel a little happier, It's not right. You should never hurt yourself just to feel like it's making someone else happy. Because seeing my grandma cry after like a week after the scar had formed, I lied about it. I said that I flew off my bike when I was riding and I scraped my arm on the asphalt. That's not an asphalt scrape. That's a knife. That's a blade right there. You don't got to be dumb to figure that out. If you fell on the asphalt while you were riding your bike in a race at the BMX track, it wouldn't be like that. I have a bruise right there. Right now it takes up that quarter of my hand yesterday from flying off my bike. I was on the berm and I flew over my handlebars because I was going too fast and my brakes were broken. They wouldn't work. So I flew over my bike and caught myself with my hands scraping up right here. It's like a rug burn. It's like a rash. But there was dirt inside it and everything. There was no dirt on that. Alright? I'm just putting this out there. Alright, I'm doing okay. I just need some time to think mentally. Alright? I love all you guys, and I hope you're doing good. Because I'm not. Just give me some time to think. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.